Hey guys, it's Mike from the Miami Dolphins show. I got my picks, my injury report for the Dolphins-Jets game, and the keys to the game this week. So I haven't made any videos. I thought I'd wait a little longer because the injury report, if I wait until Fridays to do it, I can get the, if they're doubtful, if they're probable, or whatever. And, I've been pretty busy. I had a math test today, so, I've been doing a lot of studying lately. So, anyway, let's just get right to the picks. Just start out, obviously, like the 1 o'clock games all the way to Monday night. First game, Dolphins at Jets. I'm going to take the Dolphins. I feel like this is going to be a big game for the Dolphins. This could make or break a season. I feel like if we pull this out, we got a good chance at making a run for the playoffs because this will really help us. This will give us a conference win as well as a divisional win. Chargers at Browns. I'm going to take the Chargers. Colts at Titans. Taking the Titans. Patriots at Rams. I'm taking the Patriots. Jaguars at Packers. I'm going to take the Packers on this one. Packers have been playing good football lately now. Falcons at Eagles. The Falcons just seem like they're unstoppable offensively, so I'm going to take the Falcons. And Michael Vick. He's been a turnover machine this season, so I feel like the Falcons are just going to pull this one out. Redskins at Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers, but it's going to be a closer game than it should be. I feel like RG3 will make this a big game, but I feel like the Steelers will pull it out in the end. Seahawks at Lions. I'm going to take the Seahawks. Russell Wilson's been playing good, but I feel like it's kind of like the Wildcat. It's like people can't figure him out because he's so small, and I feel like sometime this season Russell Wilson will be benched because he has made mistakes, but when he doesn't and he throws these deep passes, it's spectacular. Panthers at Bears. I'm going to take the Bears. Just Panthers all around not good. GM was just fired, so just all around not a good situation. Raiders at Chiefs. I'm going to take the Raiders. They're a tough football team now that Al Davis is gone. Rest in peace. But I feel like Al Davis was holding back that team because he was living back in the 70s and 80s. And now they're starting to realize that this is a passing league, as are we. We're realizing that we need a quarterback to win and go to the playoffs, and so that's why we drafted Ryan Tannehill. Giants at Cowboys. The Giants are not going to let the Cowboys sweep them this season, so the Giants are going to win this one. The Saints at the Broncos. Drew Brees, like I've said weekly, he's just putting up big numbers. And so Saints are going to win that one. And Monday night, 49ers at Cardinals. The 49ers are going to win that one. The Cardinals are a tough team, but I feel like the 49ers will pull it out offensively. So anyway, moving on to the injury report for the Dolphins-Jets game. I'll start out with the Dolphins and I'll go to the New York Jets. And as you can see, it's pretty lopsided. The Dolphins versus the Jets in injuries. So we'll see how things play out. Anyway, first, Rashad Jones, our safety. He has a heel injury. He had full participation, so he's probable. Richard Marshall, our cornerback, his back injury. He did not participate. He's still going to be out. It's not a good situation for Richard Marshall. He's been out for a while now. So anyway, Koamisi, linebacker, hamstring, full participation, and he is probable. Randy Starks is on the injury report. He's a defensive tackle. The injury was not disclosed on this sheet, and he did not participate in practice. And his status is unknown at this time, so hopefully he can play. I hope, because he's been a run stopper. So we'll see. Daniel Thomas, running back, concussion. It says concussion here, but now it's being reported that he did not have a concussion. Ben Volen reported that we took precautionary measures to keep him out of the game when he did get hit by the Bengals player, and then we kept him out of this past week's game. Or the week before's game because it was just precautionary, and then he would have the bye week and everything else. I mean, this is just what I'm reading today. But he is probable for this week. Cameron Wake, defensive end, neck, limited participation, but he's probable, so he's going to play. And Jimmy Wilson, safety, his ankle. He had full participation, and he is probable, so he will play. On to the Jets, and like I say weekly, I know some of these guys may be starters, but some of these other players I never heard of. So anyway, Jeff Cumberland, tight end, wrist, limited participation, and he is questionable. Vladimir Ducasi, he's a guard, knee, full participation, and he's probable. Kendrick Ellis, defensive tackle. Knee, did not participate, and he is doubtful for the game. Edmund Clyde Gates, wide receiver, we remember him. Shoulder, full participation, and he's probable. Jeremy Curley, wide receiver, finger, full participation in practice, and he is probable. Ron Landry, safety, heel, full participation in practice, and he's probable. Nick Mangold, center, ankle, limited participation, and he is questionable, but I feel like he's going to play. Joe McKnight, running back, ankle, did not participate in practice and is questionable. Brandon Moore, guard, hip, full participation, probable. Calvin Pace, linebacker, shin, full participation and probable. Sion Pohua, defensive tackle, back. He has a back injury, limited participation, and is questionable. Bilal Powell, running back, shoulder, did not participate in practice and is doubtful. Mark Sanchez, QB, back injury, full participation and is probable. Bart Scott, linebacker, toe, did not participate in practice and is doubtful. That could be a big deal for us. Matt Slauson, guard, knee, full participation in practice and is probable. Eric Smith, safety, knee, limited participation and is questionable. And finally, Jason Smith, tackle, not injury related, did not participate in practice and is probable. So that's the injuries. Like I said, I hope I said all the names right. I don't like to get names wrong, but anyway, if you want to pause it, you can go ahead and look. That's the injuries. So anyway, moving on to the keys to the game, my keys to the game, in my opinion. And I'm just going to start right away with the offense. Reggie run. We need to get Reggie running right off the bat because he was running all over him last time we played the Jets. And then he got injured by Laron Landry or whoever. And by the way, that brings me up to a point that the Jets are talking a lot of trash. They're talking about knocking Reggie Bush out, about Laron Landry saying he's a headhunter and he's going to continue to headhunt. Something needs to be done. Roger Goodell needs to look into this. I mean, he needs to look into this because it's just showing he's incompetent. And that brings me to another point. I think that the way the NFL should be set up is that the commissioner should have 8 years. It should be a term set up. 8 years, and then the players elect a new commissioner or elect to keep the current commissioner in office, whatever you want to call it, for another 8 years. Because if the commissioner that is in place now isn't getting it done, why should he be able to keep being the commissioner and continue not to get things done the right way? So that's just my opinion. You may disagree, or you may agree that we need a new commissioner and maybe make it into that format where they have 8-year terms and then players and coaches get to elect a new one or elect to keep the current one. I feel like they should have the choice because it's their boss. It's the guy they're going to be, answering to if there's a fine or a suspension or, whatever. So anyway, moving on to getting Fasano open over the middle. Their linebackers are slow, so I feel like our tight ends should have our tight end. Charles Clay hasn't been playing well lately. I feel like they should have a good game against the Jets. Next, use Jaworski lane when needed. YouTube user Walker Dollahan, I hope I'm saying that right. He brought up to me. He asked me what I thought of the development of Jaworski lane thus far, and I think it's been good. I feel like he's been doing great. He shows flashes. He catches well. He runs well. But sometimes I'll see him run a little upright. And he gets blown up sometimes. Like there was one play versus the Bengals that he got blown. I think he fumbled it on that one. He should have been running a little lower, but he's a rookie, so I'm gonna give him passes because if you're a rookie, you don't know everything about the NFL yet. So anyway, moving on to Tannehill and the receivers. They need to be on the same page and get Gaffney in. We need another receiver. We need a third receiver to open up Reggie, to open up Best, to open up Hartline, to open up the offense. We need another receiver that can catch up, because Armstrong is not getting it done, and just, Marlon Moore showed flashes, but, I don't feel like he's a great receiver. I feel like he's more of a special teamer. And the O-line needs to keep it tight, like they have for weeks. Just keep it tight, give Tannehill enough time to get the passes off. When there's blitzes, just give him enough time to get the 3-step drop and the quick dump off to either Reggie or a slant pattern. Moving on to defense, Sean Smith, you need to have a huge game because their receivers are depleted. They don't have Santonio Holmes anymore, so I don't see why Sean Smith shouldn't be able to cover their receivers. If he can't do that, then he can't even think about being an elite receiver or an elite cornerback in this league. Also, stop their running attack. Sperano loves to run, and we know that. We saw that for, 3 or 4 years. We need to stop their run just like we have weekly. Hopefully Randy Starks plays, but Paul Solier, Randy Starks, Cameron Wake, Jared Odrick, just stop the run and get sacks. That would be amazing to get sacks. Because once Mark Sanchez gets rattled, he starts to make mistakes big time. Cover slants well, because we all know that Sperano loves to run the quick slant also. And watch for wildcat and trick plays. Don't let a fake punt, Tebow pass, or Tebow run happen. I mean, you know it's going to be coming, so just watch for it. Make sure you don't give it up. And on special teams, just don't leave the game up to Dan Carpenter, because we know from deep he's inconsistent, and you should never have to leave your game up to your kicker. It should be a game won in the defense or offensively, not up to the special teams to win the game for you. And cover punts and kicks well. Kicks have been covered well. Punts, sometimes they get a little bit of room. And special teams and defense, fall on fumbles. Please recover fumbles. I think we've caused the most fumbles in the league, but have recovered the least of those fumbles fumbled, if that makes any sense. So we just need to start falling on the fumbles instead of watching the fumbles happen and then missing them. So anyway, that's the video for this week. I'm going to make a video hopefully before the game Sunday. If there's any breaking news, I'll upload videos, and so I hope to see you guys soon, and go Dolphins. Please beat the Jets. It'd be awesome, because I hate the Jets, I hate the Patriots, and I hate the Bills. So it would be awesome to get a nice divisional win, nice conference win, and against the most arrogant team, I think, with the most arrogant fans. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week, and thanks for watching.